Today, I'm going to talk about something that you are not going to equate with a cancer diagnosis or any other chronic issue. Today, I'm going to talk about gratitude and positivity and the fact that cancer is not a damn competition. And we, as the people going through it, need to remember that. Hey there, welcome back to my channel, or, just welcome if you've never been here before. Either way, I really appreciate your being here. My name is Rachel, and I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor who is just trying to help people be the healthiest and happiest that they can be in this journey of life, with or without a cancer detour along the way. If you're anything like me, you get or got really tired of people telling you to be positive all the time when you're going through all the crap that comes with a cancer diagnosis. You just want to say, I am fully aware that I need to be positive. Thank you very much. But it is effing hard, and I just want to wallow for a little bit, so leave me be. I'm here to tell you it's okay to wallow in some self-pity or to be pissed or both. You just cannot unpack your bags and live there. And I am not talking about this for the sake of those around you, your spouse, your kids, your friends and family. This is strictly for you. Quite frankly, being positive in a stressful situation like this is hard as hell. But my God, the alternative sucks, excuse my language. You have to get your mind in a better place. You have to choose and sometimes force happiness and gratitude. Now, let me start by saying that when I said in my first video that in hindsight, I'm kind of grateful for the rude awakening that cancer gave me, I was not saying that cancer is a gift of any kind or that cancer is something to be grateful for. It's absolutely not. Nobody wants this. No one deserves this. No one asks for this. And no one is grateful for something that's ultimate goal is to sneak in, scare the bejesus out of you, and then try to take out its host. However, I am and always will be grateful for the lessons it taught me and the positive changes that I made in my life because of it. Now, here's where I'm going to tell you that in the middle of all of this, you need to find something to be grateful for every single day of this detour. Most importantly, you need to remember that this is not a new journey for you. It is just a detour. So why? Why should you be grateful during this detour and not just allow yourself to wallow? Well, because quite frankly, wallowing is a major downer, and who wants to live like that? And because when we express gratitude, guess what happens? Our body releases dopamine and serotonin. It's those happy hormones again, and we want all of those that we can get. When I say to find something to be grateful for, I am not saying to ignore the difficulties and the challenges that you are facing and strictly focus on the positive. That is totally unrealistic, if not impossible. But research has shown, and face it, you knew I'd find research, that gratitude increases our resilience in the face of stress and crisis. It impacts our physical responses, including lowering our blood pressure, increasing our immune system, and reducing inflammation. It reduces stress and depression. It can cause us to increase our healthy behaviors like regular exercise and a healthy diet. Studies have shown that for cancer survivors and patients, it plays a key role in developing healthy coping mechanisms. A study of breast cancer survivors who took part in a 6-week gratitude program noticed that they no longer worried constantly about their cancer returning. Whether you realize it or not now, that is huge. Expressing gratitude can improve your quality of life and your overall well-being. And that is incredibly important in any stressful situation. Now, gratitude does not negate what you are going through. It's not an either or. It's more like an override button, a lifeline. It's a reminder that even though something sucks, there are still good things in our life every single day, and we need to appreciate them. So here's part of the problem. When you get a cancer diagnosis, you need to not go to the worst case scenario in your head, but that is virtually impossible. Our brains are hardwired to go immediately to the negative and dwell on it. It actually has a name. It's called the negativity bias, and it can truly take a toll on our mental health. Psychologists who study the negativity bias say that up to 80% of our thoughts every day are negative. 80%. And that's in our normal everyday life. Throw a huge stressor like cancer or something in there, and you are set up for some deeply depressing stuff. Even if your doctor tells you that it's caught early and or your prognosis is excellent, we still tend to dwell on the negative and go to the worst possible place in our head. What I am telling you is that you cannot stop negative feelings from happening, but you do not have to let them take control. Gratitude is quite possibly the single best way to override the negativity bias. The more we practice gratitude, the more our neurons activate around that positive experience and our brain actually changes. Gratitude becomes a habit, away from that negativity bias. You literally rewire your brain. I know it's hard to find things to be grateful for in the midst of all the garbage that comes with cancer. I get it. But there is almost always something. You need to fill your heart and your head with gratitude for every little thing that you can think of. Gratitude actually feels so good, but it's not easy. You think it should be, but it's really not. I struggled with it. At first, all I could see was this black cloud that I insisted was over my head all the time. Initially, it was totally fake it till you make it for me. It felt ridiculous and contrived, like, I was just going through the motions. When you are in the middle of a dumpster fire, cultivating a gratitude practice doesn't just happen. You seriously have to look for it and work at it. And that can be a lot harder than you think. But I will tell you what, challenging those negative thoughts and choosing to look for the good when it feels difficult, especially when it feels difficult, is an excellent distraction from what you are dealing with. Your gratitude needs to be genuine and intentional. And eventually it will be. And it will just happen. And it will become your default. You'll find it in little things you never even noticed before. It is hard, I'm not going to lie, but it will get easier and easier to find, and you will begin to appreciate all the little things that you took for granted before. And then, guess what? You will feel stronger and happier and healthier and at peace. That is the benefit of gratitude. Now, all that said, you do have to be mindful that you don't let gratitude fuel guilt and make you feel worse. I was raised Catholic, so a lot of things fuel guilt for me. Catholic guilt is very real. But how can gratitude fuel guilt? You may start to feel like you can't be sad or upset because other people have it so much worse. Or you resent someone because your situation may be worse than theirs, and then you feel guilty about that. I've had these conversations with several people. Some of them I have even had with myself. This is where I say, it's not a competition. Cancer sucks, plain and simple. So don't make it worse by comparing your detour to someone else's. Yours is yours, mine is mine. Every single one, even with the exact same diagnosis, is totally different. A practice of gratitude really does help with this. When you finally feel stronger and at peace with this journey, you are able to give the stress and the worry over to God, the universe, source, Mother Earth, whatever you call it. Then you realize that your experience could be a lifeline or a motivator for someone else. Gratitude grounds us and it balances out the negativity that comes with the not knowing. It gives you a sense of calm and purpose that really feel amazing. Do not give doubt and negativity a foothold. If you can't find anything to be grateful for, remember the words of Master Oogway. He said, "You are too concerned with what was and what will be." There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that is why it is called the present. That's from Kung Fu Panda, by the way. I love that movie, and man, talk about lessons on life. The theme song actually became my anthem after my first diagnosis, but anyway, I digress. Every day is a gift, so there is a place to start with your gratitude. I can guarantee you are not going to go back to living your life exactly like you did before. You'll be more respectful of your body and your mental health and more mindful of your happiness. You can be bitter and worried, or you can be better, and gratitude plays a huge role in that. Personally, I practice gratitude every single day. It's become ingrained in me now, before I get out of bed in the morning and before I go to sleep at night. It's easier, but I still struggle, that's natural. But I am more at peace with my life and my health and everything now than I have ever been. And that is an amazing feeling. Highly encourage you to give it a try. Try journaling or meditating or just say thank you to the people in your life every day. Whatever works for you. Trust me, try it. It will make a difference. Okay, once again, that's it for me today. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, or if you even struggle with this at all. As always, thank you for watching. We will talk again soon. Take care of you. Bye-bye.